Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a little bit different. It's not going to be a makeup collection, but it's going to kind of be like my top favorite eyeshadows. I do have a couple of cheaper, inexpensive alternatives. I don't have anything, well, you'll obviously see, but I don't have like a lot of drugstore eyeshadows, if you will, because personally I think that eyeshadows should be what you spend your money on. I feel like your eyeshadows, if they're more money, they're more beneficial to you rather than if you're buying like a cheaper alternative palette where they're okay but you're not going to grab to it, you know? Like, you should pay something that's worth it, you know what I'm saying? So I do have cheaper alternatives for you. So I don't like using the word cheap because they're not really that cheap, they're just inexpensive. So we're just gonna go ahead and get started. I don't really know what to start with. So I'm gonna start with probably one of my favorite palettes that is here, and it's the most expensive palette that I own. This is the Viseart palette. This is the #1, the neutral matte palette. Okay, so this is what it looks like. It is absolutely beautiful. These colors are really, really nice. They're very, very pigmented. I feel like they're pretty soft as well. I feel like they could be softer, but I mean, it doesn't bother me. They're not like a dry, patchy kind. So these are just 3 of the swatches right here. I think they're absolutely stunning. The packaging, I need a wipe. The packaging on the Viseart palettes, I'll tell you right now, they suck. The packaging on these palettes absolutely suck, especially for a $90 palette. I think that they should be packaged better. But look, it broke. I have to be super careful with this palette, but I think that it's a very great palette. I think it's great if you're freelancing because it's such high quality shadows that they'll do you good. So those are some swatches. No primer. I think that this is definitely worth your money, especially like I said, if you're a freelance artist. I think that this would do great for brides, for proms, any kind of formal event that you might have to do makeup for. I think that this is a great palette, especially to just start it off because you do have your warms, you have a little bit of cools right here. The black is pretty pigmented as well, so the black is the only drier color in this palette, but it's because it's super, super black and pigmented, so that's why. It's actually worth it. I definitely recommend it. They have a whole bunch of different colors of it, so I will leave a link where you can find the Viseart palettes down below. Okay, so as for my other favorite palette, I have to give it to Kat Von D. This is probably my favorite palette as well. I think this palette is absolutely amazing. This is the Kat Von D Shade Light Eye palette. And these are absolutely beautiful colors. You guys know I've raved about this so many times. It's just a very awesome palette, and they're supposed to be like quads, so you have like a neutral, a cooler, and a warm. There's no rules in makeup. It's not telling you have to use this brown with this brown. Do whatever you want. But I think these shadows are so nice and creamy and pigmented. Let's get this black because this black is my favorite. I think that these colors are absolutely beautiful. Like, again, no primer. I think they're absolutely stunning, and I definitely think that you should try that out. I know that Kat Von D I know that Kat Von D just recently came out with quads. I really want to try them, but because I have this one, I'm kind of just like skeptical about it. Not skeptical, but in a way where I'm going to use this, I feel like I wouldn't reach for the quads, if you guys know what I'm talking about. But if you don't want to buy this because you're not too sure how you're going to like it, I would definitely recommend using one of those quads, like buying one, or even going in the store and swatching it, because you guys will be in love. I'm just going to mention this guy. It was limited edition, so I'm sorry that you can't get it, but I love the Lorac palettes. I absolutely love the Lorac palettes. These shadows are so awesome. This is the Lorac Mega Pro 2 palette. So this is what it looks like. I think these shades are absolutely stunning, and I wanted the first Lorac Mega Pro so long. I think this is an awesome palette. If you have your hands on it, do not let it go because it's really, really nice, especially if you're a freelance makeup artist. I think this is an awesome palette as well. The eyeshadows are great quality. They're pigmented, they're blendable, they're smooth. I think they're pretty awesome. These are a couple of the swatches right here on the back of my hand. That green man, it has my heart. And just like the shimmer shades, they're so nice too. And I really am impressed with Lorac. Another one of my favorite palettes is the Lorac Pro 2 palette. I love this. As you can see, I've hit pan on one of them. I think that this is a beautiful palette as well. And like I said, like these shadows are so incredibly pigmented and buttery and smooth, and I think they're absolutely stunning. So those are 3 of them as well. I definitely recommend these. If you guys aren't aware, I am giving away the Lorac little mini one. I don't know. I am giving away the small little Lorac mini one. I think it's like the mini like pro palette or something like that. It's the small black one. I think it has 8 shades and I think that is perfect. So I'm giving that away. If you want to know more on that, I will link my Instagram down below. All the rules and how to enter will be on my Instagram as well. Alright, another palette that I really, really enjoy is the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. Now this is the very like first batch of it because it's a thicker container, but this is what it looks like. I think these colors are absolutely beautiful. I think they're pigmented and blendable, and the shimmer shades are like have my heart. I think they're really, really nice. I did a look with this look and also this I did a look with this palette and the semi-sweet chocolate bar palette. If you're interested, I'll link that down below. I'm not a fan of the semi-sweet chocolate bar just because I don't think that the shadows are as pigmented as the first one. I do want to try and get my hands on the sweet peach palette. That's probably not even available anymore, but a girl can try. But I do recommend the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette, especially if you're a newbie to makeup and you want to experiment a little bit more. I definitely think that the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette, and it smells like chocolate. Like these shades are absolutely beautiful. I enjoy these palettes a lot. I don't gravitate towards them often because I do have other shades that I like, but come on, like this palette is beautiful. I would probably never get rid of it just because it's pretty and it's a nice travel too, especially the newer packaging. It's slimmer. It's the newer packaging like this. It's slimmer, so it's travel friendly too. More palettes that are a little bit pricier in that area are the Tartelette palettes. I love these so much. I like the original more than I like the In Bloom palette. First one is beautiful. Okay, this is another great palette to have in your kit as well if you're a freelance artist, because it's more of that cool side, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying not to blind you with my light, but it's more cool, like these purples and this black and the browns, like they're very, very blendable. They're creamy. I think it's a really, really nice palette. Like that's it. Keep in mind, everything I swatch on the back of my hand, I have no primer on it. So this is a great palette to have in your kit because it is more of that cooler, more down-to-earth purpley and bluish tones. That's just my opinion. If you don't like these, I'm not going to force you to like them. And this is the second one. I really do like the second one, I have to tell you. I think the pigmentation in these are really, really nice. Just besides one color. One color didn't kick it to me. Like, do you see this color right now? Do you see this color? It is absolutely beautiful. The color Rocker, this silver one right here, when I applied it to my lid, it didn't do anything for me, especially with a brush, and even with my finger it didn't do anything for me. But I still think that this palette is absolutely beautiful. So this is the Morphe 35O palette, the infamous 35O palette. It's stunning. These shades are absolutely beautiful, so pigmented. These shimmer shades are like foiled eyeshadows. They are crazy pigmented. I really wish I went for this palette a little bit more. I really don't like the stark orange shadows on my lid. That's just me. I do want to kind of experiment a little bit more. These shadows are absolutely stunning and they're great quality. They're blendable, and the individuals are like $2, $3 at most. Like, do you see this copper shade right here? I think I bought this palette just for this copper shade right here. They're really, really nice. They're blendable, they're pigmented, and even if you add a color on top, you kind of don't lose that pigment of the previous shadow. So if I'm going to put like a dark orange and then a darker orange on top, I still don't get rid of that like orange that I had put down first. You know what I'm saying? Probably sound like a broken record right now, but it's a really beautiful palette, and it's always going back in and out of stock. So if you want this palette, go for it. I kind of want, I don't know the name of it. It's like a purpley cool tone. I really, really want that one because it looks stunning. One last palette, and this last palette is from the Drugstore. This is the NYX Avant Pop palette. I love these palettes. I think they're really, really nice. I'm not too sure how much they go for off the top of my head. I want to say maybe like $15, and I think it's worth it. I think for a NYX, like, are you kidding me right now? These shadows are very, very pretty. They're very pigmented. Like, look at that green, this bluish, grayish metal color, and then this, oh my god, I think they're stunning. When I have the other one too, this is a NouveauChic palette. I also have the more colorful one with like Papa Yellow and that Papa Blue. I really, really like this one a lot. I did do a look on this, so if you haven't seen it, I will link it down below as well. But this is a really great palette. I recommend this a lot, especially if you're starting out and you don't want to spend $50 on an eyeshadow palette like the Tartelette or the Too Faced one, or even the Lorac one. I definitely recommend this to the highest capacity. But that's it, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I don't ever want to feel like I'm shoving these things down your throat. Like, I'm not saying like go buy the Tartelette palette right now. I'm just giving you advice on what my favorite brands are, what my favorite eyeshadow brands are, anything like that. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a comment down below what your favorite eyeshadow palettes are, because I mean, what girl can never have enough eyeshadows or eyeshadow palettes, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, that's pretty much it. Do you see this hair right now? That's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please subscribe if you aren't already to my channel. All it does is give you a notification for when I upload a video. And yeah, I will leave all my other social media links down below. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And I'll see you guys all in my next video. Bye! Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I have Karina here.